morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Even if you're watching this at 10 o'clock at night, good morning. Good morning to you. How you doing? Welcome in. This is your morning message for January 1st, 2021. Hello, darlings. Welcome to 2021. Hail and hearty farewell to you. Farewell. Hello to you. Let's see where we go. I'm going to use the Denise Lynn deck this morning. This is not connected to any particular zodiac sign, but it is connected to messages that want to come through. If I do see zodiac signs, I will look at them in the extended. So let's see what we're doing here. Let's see where we go. Okay, let's see where we go. All right. Charlie's still asleep over there. Narrow pathway. Passion and pleasure. Savor your life. I like that. View from above. Get the big picture. So a little bit about releasing and letting go of being in fear or being in the details or being it's about, you know, sort of riding the wave of this this new air energy, allowing yourself to have some fun. Okay. And this has been a particularly challenging year. For some people more than others. So, you know, want to be mindful of that and keep folks in our prayers for sure. And, but as we're getting into 2021, I feel like we have walked this path, this narrow pathway with some success. If you're sitting there watching this video, then you can definitely congratulate yourself that you've been able to navigate some things this year. Look at all of the good things that you have been able to do for yourself this year, or the innovation that has been forced on some people, but other people have been doing this all along. So if you've been innovating your life, if you've been updating your skill sets, if you've been, you know, looking at yourself and growing your relationships and how can I navigate this and how can I navigate that? Good job. Okay. Good job. That's really an important piece here. So I feel like now you're going to see, now that we're in this Aquarian energy, the age of Aquarius, you're going to start to, I talked to you yesterday about how things are going to manifest much quicker. I think you're also going to be able to get perspective. It's all about perspective. Okay. Queen of Wands, King of Wands, Sun underneath. This is an immediate manifesting of passionate, masculine, feminine union. Okay. Immediate. We're manifesting much faster now because we're in this energy that's less resistant. Earth energy requires a certain process to get you to your manifestation. Air energy, it's about thoughts, right? Swords. It's about thoughts. We have fire energy here, and fire lives for oxygen, right? It just, your passions, your innovations, whatever you're inspired by gets really fueled by oxygen. So hooray, 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 hooray. Nine of Swords, this also gets fueled by oxygen. Things that are in your head, anxieties can get fanned, you know, fan the flames of anxiety. So I feel like you're going to need to watch for that. Four of Pentacles, Hanged Man, Four of Swords. Again, strength, more Leo energy here. Six of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. Interesting. Woo! 10 of Swords. All right, we're gonna check this out right away. It's almost like the ending of this pentacle. Four of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. It's almost like the ending of that process, and a lot of us are nervous about that. The way we used to do things, the way we used to get things done, the way things have been. The Hanged Man here is definitely about releasing and letting go of a way that we used to do things, healing and overcoming and moving forward. So 10 of Swords, let's see. Endings, Moon, Judgment, Two of Pentacles. Do I follow my heart? Do I follow my mind? Okay, right? So there's no cups here. but there is the moon and judgment. That's what this Nine of Swords is. Do I follow my old way of doing things and holding on to pentacles, holding on to something I know works or had worked in the past? Okay. Something did work for you in the past, but it was hamstringing your creativity. Okay. It was holding you back. It was keeping you from, really living the life you're here to live. It was definitely doing that. Four of Swords and Leo energy here of overcoming that, doing some healing work and overcoming that. I feel like those of you watching this channel, like I said, a lot of healers, teachers, guides, shamans, leadership. I feel like there's this Six of Pentacles. Now you may need to turn around and help other people who are unable to get perspective on what's going on in the world right now. And don't forget to nurture and take care of yourself, Queen of Pentacles. You can change up the game here. Three of Pentacles. You can work with your highest guides, with your higher self, your guides, there's for those of you who catch my Thursday lives on Patreon, we're now talking about opening to intuition. We're talking about accessing your guides. So for those of you who have questions around that, I feel like if you're coming at it from a pentacle perspective, then that's not going to work anymore. It's got to come from a innovation perspective, from a heart chakra perspective, from a passion perspective, right? All of these things that maybe in the 20th century or the age of Pisces, or being in the Capricornian earth energy with the great alignment, the great the great conjunction, not a great alignment, great conjunction had been in earth signs for 200 years. So now we got to learn something new here. We've got to have perspective that we're also going to learn how to savor your life and walk the path and manage things, not from a pentacle perspective anymore. Okay. And what I mean by that is all the mindsets around creating a certain thing in your life, job success, career success, financial success, and other things are going to be looked at differently. So mid 20th century, there was a lot of just about, well, I just got to make money. Okay, just got to make money. Now we're shifting into service more, much more, to the point where the old ways of, well, just make a living or having a paycheck just to survive or just to, pay bills or something like that, no longer is going to be available to us, right? We're shifting into something that is more service oriented toward ourselves too, and toward your particular gifts and the thing you're here to do, the mission that you're here to do. You're going to be pushed more in that direction. Okay. So it's no longer going to be a choice. I feel you're going to be called more to go toward your heart. What's really happening, what's really going on. And so for a while, I don't know how long this is going to last. Could be till this summer. Over the course of the next 6 months or so, you're going to feel this pull more and more. And when you go toward that pull, things are going to happen. Things are going to open up for you. Things are going to be made more available to you. Contacts will show up. If this is in a love situation, this really is about how you thought about relationships, because relationships are everything. Nothing happens on this earth without relationships. Nothing. Okay? Whether it's a job or it's love or it's your life, everything revolves around how you're managing relationships. So I feel like there's a lot of people being challenged right now to stand up for themselves, to deal with relationships, to create boundaries, or you have deteriorating sense of self. You might feel more weighed down by people who are trying to, get one over on you. But now here's the thing. You're going to be able to see it a lot easier. Transparency, authenticity, right? Your own skill set of being a teacher, healer, guide, shaman, whatever. there's no such thing now as you won't be able to tell what people's motives are. So I think for a little bit of time here, we're a little confused. Okay, you're still maybe a little confused about what someone's motives are, especially as it relates to love. I know that we talk about that a lot on the channel. It might be an illusion still about what people really want from you or what people mean. And this judgment is like a wake-up call to see the truth about things. So some people may be falling away. I've been talking about this for a while. Some careers may be falling away. But it's important that you do nurturing, because Queen of Pentacles is not really about, it's not about money, really. It's about just the same way that self-care is not a manicure or a pedicure. That's not self-care. I talked about this yesterday. Self-care is really about doing the thing that is going to move you forward in life. So taking care of your money, getting rid of things that are a drain on you, working through relationships that have had some issues and some struggle. And yes, it's a lot. It's a lot. But it's coming up now. It's coming to the fore. You may have to deal with an elderly parent who might push against your boundaries. Again, boundaries are not about changing their behavior. Okay? Boundaries are about you protecting yourself and still standing in your power, regardless of what that person is doing, right? If you have an elderly parent who is going through dementia or something like that and things, that's very confusing and it's very scary for them. And so there's this coming from a place of compassion is important. And also the boundary is for you, not for them. Okay, the boundary is for you. So you can still be compassionate to other people without depleting yourself, without taking in what they're saying. I think empaths have a tendency, because you're so able to see the transparency in other people, then you believe it must be true. So when someone says something to you that's mean or nasty or whatever like that, just take it in as if it's gospel. It's like, no. That's just, you got to just understand, other people do stuff out of their own nonsense, their own experience, their own mental illness. They do it out of that. It has nothing to do with you. Nothing. So if you can see your way through that, then the triggers don't happen anymore for you, because you're like, oh God. When you feel, I don't know if you ever had this experience, but if you felt like, oh, that person, that's so pathetic that this is what they're stooping to, right? Like a high school bully or something like that. If you saw them in that light, that takes away their power. It really does. It's like, oh, that's so sad, right? My mother used to call them poor souls. Poor soul, right? So I do see Cancer, all right? I do see Cancer. I see Leo here a lot. Fire signs and Cancer. I'm going to say Pisces too, because whenever I see the moon, I always think Pisces and Cancer for some reason. That does show up for me a lot. Okay, so I'm going to look at those. If you're dealing with a fire sign, especially fire sign Aries, Leo, Sag, or you're dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, I'll continue on with that. But this is really about getting yourself to a place where some things are going to end here and you're going to need to be okay with it. It's sort of like releasing and letting go. There's also someone coming on the path that is going to be right in alignment with that, with you. So you're no longer going to be importing people who are not in this vein, who are not awakened, who are not open to doing things in a new way, service orientation, who are not open to your philosophy, your belief systems. You're now going to attract people who are in alignment with that. So that may be a very different experience than you've had, especially if you, as an empath or someone who has been open, like doors open. That's like a calling card for narcissistic people and things like that. So if you're now learning how to protect yourself in a compassionate way towards other people, you will attract someone in who's doing the same thing. Awesome. So we'll explore that too as we keep going. So if you're on Patreon, the rest of the reading starts right now. If you resonate with this reading, the link is below for you, and I'll see you over there.